I've seen a lot of crazy stuff doing here and there, but I never expect to see something that crazy and beyond, huh? Okay, enough of me being cringe, which I'm always most of the time. Anyways, this episode right here of Fruits Basket, the final season, which I'm gonna give you a recap on episode 2, or episode 52 of the over total number of episodes. You know, I mean, 25 episodes in the first season, and then 25 episodes in the second season. You got 50 right there, and then one the second episode of the final season, the Fruits Basket, so that's 52. Anyways, this episode right here was actually really slick. I'm looking forward to more, and you know that scene right there. Holy crackin' jukels on spaghetti sauce, you know? So, if anything else, let's just get this recap started right away. We have to it that, we see Shigure and Akito of their childhood in the younger days, you know, about Akito asking Shigure, do you love me? And Shigure's like, you've been asking that question a lot lately, huh? Well, let me tell you something. I care about you more than anyone else in the world. How's that sound? You know, that kind of thing. Eventually, after the opening, Toru was so close to asking a question to Shigure, and of course, Toru stops herself midway to go make some tea. Even Shigure, he himself actually knows what Toru was going to ask after decided to spend some time with her, you know? Eventually, when it comes to a school day kind of thing, you know, there's some funny moments where some flowers for the graduation got stolen by Yuki's friends, and then, you know, Kyo has his own fans that stole his flowers, saying, oh, we steal his flowers, we'll get love from him, you know? And then Yuki's fangirls or something, oh my gosh, I'm just laughing my butt off right now. I'm like, seriously? Are you kidding me? Okay, that was just freaking cringe and freaky. That aside, yeah, some funny school drama, and you know, Toru asked a question to Kyo in this episode about someone having a curse broken, and Kyo's like, what are you talking about? That's not highly the case anyway. Don't go talking something that might be a little hypothetical or something out of the impossible, you know? I don't know. But we have to it, of course, like Kyo looked like he might have hurt Toru for a bit and tries to cheer her up, you know? Eventually, there's a scene with Michi, I think. That's her name. Michi, right? Michi, or something. Michi-chan? Machi. Why do I call her Michi? But Machi ends up wants to say hi to Yuki and ends up slapping a flower onto his head. I'm like, what's going on? Is she okay or what? Maybe she's falling in love with him. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully that might be the case, you know? Anyways, we get to see Shigure along with his editor having to go to some kind of location whatsoever, you know? Eventually, Shigure does tell Kyo and the others that he's gonna be home a little late. He's in other stuff, handling some other things, you know? I will tell you this though, when it comes to Kureno and Shigure, there was an extended scene of a phone call between them in last season, you know? We get to know that Shigure actually hates Kureno very, very much, and we get to know why down the road. And it's pretty, I guess you can say disturbing when I find out more about, what's going on in this episode. Trust me. I cannot be the only one who felt a little awkward or disturbed when it comes to the scene with Shigure and Akito, you know? I mean, it is revealed later that Shigure did not go to the dining hall and Akito just let her go. And we have to it that, Kureno, on the other hand, escorts Akito home, you know, etc. We get to know a little bit more down the road, and then towards the final part of the episode, at least, we get to know that Akito and Shigure, I don't know how am I supposed to explain it. Many people call it toxic, complicated relationship, I guess, you know, it's kind of awkward. For me, I feel a little disturbed. Yeah, I do feel awkward about it because, Shigure does tell Akito, I care about you more than anyone else in the world, you know? And Akito's all like, what are you talking about? You slept with that woman, which Akito mentions her mother, you know? You go on sleeping with her, what the hell is your problem, you know? And Shigure is like, hey, you broke my heart first, okay? You go on sleeping with Kureno as if you enjoyed it way more than I ever did. That's why I did that to you with your mother. I'm like, whoa. You slept with your what you may call it, complicated relationship or your lover's mother or something. Believe me when I say that, because unless you are up to date with the anime or even if you even read the manga, you know what I'm getting at here. I was like, so one cheats and the other cheats. What the hell, man? You know, there's no denying the fact that I remember seeing this in a certain drama in YouTube, at least. I'm like, my gosh, man, you guys are just total scumbags. But Akito's like, what are you talking about? Don't blame me. Who cares? I can do whatever I want with the Zodiac members. They're all mine. I can do whatever I want. I'm like, woman, or should I say female dog, give me a break, man. And you know, Shigure was about to leave because, you know, things are just getting heated up, you know. It gotten way too heated up. And Akito decides to end up using a woman herd and kisses him, and they end up having to you know, you using your womanhood and I just had to fall for it, huh? And we have to it that, yeah, bang bang. I don't need to explain any more explicit information right there now, do I? Bang bang they did, etc. And we have to it, of course, Tori was trying to look for Ren at a certain school, but I'm afraid Ren is not there, and we don't really know what happened to Ren here and there, but it looks like to me things are about to get a little, like, possibly hectic, because I don't know what Toru's gonna get herself into, but all I know is she's gonna get into some kind of trouble whatsoever. And next episode is called I Hope It Snows Soon, you know, etc. Now, aside from the funny comedic moments when it comes to the school stuff with Toru, Kyo, and the others, you know, that's pretty cool. But when it comes to the scenes where Toru want to talk about some things, like, for example, with possibly Momiji, Shigure, and other things, she couldn't blurt it out because this ain't something that she maybe want to talk about, or this might be something that must not be, that should not be mentioning at all, you know, that kind of thing. Whatever the case may be, Toru could not let out of what's going on here and there, and later on she ends up looking for Ren. As for Shigure, we get to know a little bit more of his dark side along the road and what hides behind that mask he always has, you know. He actually loves Akito very, very much. No denying that. Ever since maybe when Akito asked him that question, you know, do you love me? And Shigure says, I care about you more than anyone else in the world. Right here. Right here. I'm like, dang, boy. Dang, my man, you go. But you know, things kind of gotten complicated where Akito ends up insulting Shigure like, hey, you slept with Ren or my mother, you know, that kind of thing. And Shigure is like, hey, you cheated on me first, right? You slept with Kureno and you broke my heart first. And then Akito's like, what are you talking about? I'm special. I can do whatever I want. All the Zodiac members belong to me, you know, that kind of thing, etc. I'm like, man, dude, these two, man, I just want to scratch my eyes with scars right now or something, or my forehead or etc. Think in my mind, my goodness, you two, ugh. Akito. Yeesh, man. I mean, girl. Well, you're a man anyway, anyhow, but that aside, yeah. After much of like using her womanhood, and then Shigure's like, okay, let's do it. Bang bang! Do I need to explain it more any further than that? No, there's no need for me. Sorry. Yeah. All I know is Toru seems like to me she wants to talk about it, but she can't. You know, there are some things that must not be mentioned at all, especially only Kureno, Shigure, and Hattori only knows, you know, etc. And when it comes to like knowing about, and you know, some funny school scenes with like flowers being stolen from Yuki and Kyo that they made, you know, what the hell, and Shigure and Akito's relationship, you know, and more about the personality of Shigure himself, you know. I mean, what hides behind that mask was pretty dark. Honestly, I kind of expected he was hiding behind a mask, but to have it revealed, man, it's just plain scary as hell. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!